Hi guys, I know it's been so long since I last posted a video, and I'm so sorry. I really have the intention of like working on my YouTube video and uploading regularly and stuff, but honestly it's really hard when like you don't have, well, when you want to use specific equipment but you're missing some equipment to like make that happen, you know? So like I was using my GoPro before, but then I would literally like struggle for days to try to like just trying to upload the video because I don't have a computer where I can like upload that video from the GoPro to then upload it to YouTube, which is why I've just been like recording. What I haven't been, but I've been meaning to just record on my phone. And I feel like that's just gonna be like what works for now. I'm sorry, you're gonna hear let me just go close that. It's the dryer in my laundry room. It's like it's open, so, or the door is, so to like turn it off so it doesn't do that. But I feel like I really want to just upload videos using my phone for now until I can get to a point where I can purchase a computer where I can like use it like with the GoPro to then upload the videos. But yeah, so I feel like I just want to go over a few things that like I remember sharing in my last videos. I opened a cleaning business and that was going, it's been stressful to say the least. It's definitely not for the what do they call that? I don't want to say for the weak, but it's something hearted. I don't know. But it's very overwhelming and it is stressful. Not gonna lie. And so that's been really slow. Still going at it. Not there. There's been periods of inconsistency, honestly, which is, I feel like it just comes with the territory. It just, you get like very overwhelmed and stressed out, and there's like nobody else that like you can delegate that to, because it's not like I can afford to pay somebody to help me with that. So I have to just like, I just go through these phases where I'm like, okay, I need to step away because I just can't do it. And honestly, just life, like getting used to just like all of the things that that are like my responsibilities here at home and with my daughter and everything. But there's that, and then there's also honestly, other than that, I can't think of anything else other than the fact that I'm pregnant with baby number 2. I don't even want to, I feel like that's such a how do you say, like a cliche, like to even say like, oh, I'm pregnant with baby number 2. Like it sounds like so influency, but I am. I'm currently pregnant and it's my second baby, and I'm only about 7 weeks along right now. And we're super excited, and I'm trying to figure out a lot of things that are that have to do with like the birth this time around, because I do want to do things differently than with my last delivery, and I just want to give myself the best chances possible to have a natural birth. And so I have been preparing, beginning to like prepare myself for that by exercising more this time around, eating healthier. I have been indulging in my cravings and stuff, but I am working out a lot more this time, and obviously I'm not like, I'm trying to just be mindful, and my husband's really helping me out with like, hey, like keeping me in check, like, have you worked out, just pushing me to do better, like, hey, should we eat here instead of here, trying to make like better health choices, because I also don't want to gain as much weight as I did with my last pregnancy. because I want to just give myself the best chances, like I said, to have a natural birth, and I don't want to gain that much weight. If if it's not necessary. I know that you're supposed to be gaining weight, like gaining like 2 pounds per week or something like that. So far I'm on track with that. I've gained, it's only been like, I don't know, I've gained 4 pounds, I think, so far. So it's been like pretty on schedule. Like I've gained 2 per week so far. But it hasn't been long, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm just trying to, like, when I say work out, I don't mean it, I'm not working out for like weight loss purposes or anything like that. I do feel like it will hopefully help maintain my weight. Not maintain it, but just not let it get to like, skyrocket. Because I don't know about anyone else. I was told by my doctor that it's a myth that you eat for 2 people, but I crave food. Sorry. And I have an appetite like I need to eat for 2 people. Like, I get so hungry so quickly throughout the day too. And yeah, so there's that, and I'm working out just mostly so that I could gain like a lot of strength, because I know that I'm gonna need it for whenever I'm in labor, but then also just trying to like work on my core and stuff right now that my belly's not showing, my baby's not that big yet. Like I still have the ability to work on that part of my body so that I can have that strength when I do go into labor. And I am working on my focus is on that walking and strengthening my glutes and my lower back, because I had such bad, like terrible back pain. I think I talked about it in one of my videos, I don't remember, but I had really, really bad back pain, like horrible. I could barely stand up straight. I could barely walk. It was really bad. And the chiropractor, I went to go see a chiropractor at the time, and they did fix me, and they did tell me, with multiple sessions, of course, but multiple visits, but thankfully, but they did tell me that my glutes were too weak, and so they couldn't, my lower back couldn't hold up my weight at the time. So I was sitting a lot. I was a newly breastfeeding mom, and you're just with your baby so much, and you're so tired too, and you're sitting and you're breastfeeding and you're like, resting and all those things. So I'm trying to work on that so that I will have a better recovery this time, and I hopefully won't experience such bad back pain. But yeah, I will say my husband and I are leaning towards not doing a gender reveal. He really wants to know, and I really don't, so we're still figuring it out. I want to wait to find out at birth. I just think that's like an amazing experience that you should have at least once with one of your children. That's, to me, is really exciting, but it's still a topic of conversation between the 2 of us, so we're still needing to come to a decision about that. But yeah, so it is really exciting. But I will say that I feel like I've never heard anybody like express how they not how they feel, because obviously, like, I'm excited and I'm happy about this baby, but when it's your second baby and you've already had a first, I feel like there's such different things to be excited about than with your first. Like, for example, like, I'm excited for like us to obviously to meet our baby, but then to see how our daughter reacts to actually seeing their baby brother or sister. She still doesn't like talk in like full sentences or like, but she understands a lot. And by the time that the baby's here, or like I'm getting closer to give birth, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be talking a lot more, understanding a lot more. She's a year and a half right now, and so she will be 2 by then. And so I'm, I just, as long as like she can understand, I know that she's gonna be able to understand, of course, and like, but I just want to see her excitement, to see like she loves babies, and anytime that we're around a baby, she's super excited and just happy. And yeah, so I feel like that's like exciting. And then I do feel like I said, like with this baby, like I want to wait to find out once I give birth. So that excites me. But like, if it doesn't happen, then I'm just saying, like, that's one of the things that excites me about this time, like this baby. But like, you've already experienced everything with the first, that I feel like it's just different things that like excite me. Also just like just that part, like fight, like knowing the gender, once knowing the gender whenever we decide to find out, like that excites me. Because I think like, okay, like, are we gonna, like, we know for sure we're not gonna have a nursery room or room for this baby, because if it's a girl, they're gonna share the room with her daughter. If it's a boy, they're probably gonna share the room with their daughter too. But obviously we'll rearrange the room to where, where it'll be kind of maybe more neutral colors, because right now it's pink. Or we'll probably, and I mean, honestly, they won't need a room for so long. Our daughter is a year and a half, and she still only uses her room to go play in there. She doesn't even sleep in there yet. So they really don't need a room. But, I've thought about like maybe doing like a little corner, like in our room, kind of like like, with like maybe painting a wall, just like something cute, like, just of theirs. It's exciting to like look at some of the things and like consider purchasing some of the things, or like, obviously, like if we have a baby shower and stuff, like I've already started making a baby registry. So it's exciting to look at the things that you didn't buy or haven't experienced or purchased with your first. So that's exciting. But like, there's not very many things that I feel like we'll need, because a lot of the big things, almost like, our family's amazing. Literally, like, we're so, like, God had blessed us so with such good people around us, and family members and friends and everybody. Like, we were blessed in that area, and we did get a lot of things, so with our first, we didn't, thank God, like, we didn't struggle with that. And so a lot of those things we've kept. A lot of the big things that we barely used. Her bassinet, we barely used. We kept it for the future, even though we do co-sleep. But I do like to have a place where I can place the baby, where, like, if I need to set them down. And it's like one of those like vintagey looking bassinets. So I love that. Like, it's kind of like, we kept it for the sentiment of it. And so we're gonna use that again. The changing table that we have, also like basically brand new. We kept it too, like broke it down and then kept it, because that was really helpful for when I had my C-section with my daughter. And so, just in case, like, I feel like that's gonna be really helpful too. Even if I don't have a C-section this time around, or if I do. Let's see what else. There's like a baby swing that we really loved. We only kept that one. We didn't have multiples or anything. So we have that. That one we like a lot. And just things like that. If it's a girl, I have a ton of clothes that I saved from, when my daughter was a baby, was smaller. And if it's a boy, then we'll just buy more clothes. But yeah, so I'm super excited, and I do feel like I really want to record videos talking about how I'm like, and actually show in real time how I'm preparing for this pregnancy to attempt a feedback. I feel like I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about like like when I talk about it, what words to use. But I feel like that's like accurate. You know, I'm gonna attempt to have a vaginal birth after a cesarean, and I feel like there's not many videos out there. Like, I've searched and I've looked because I've wanted to know how to prepare yourself, but honestly, I haven't found any. So I do want to show that in real time because I think that would be helpful to somebody else who is really excited to try for a natural birth if you're pregnant again. You've only had C-section once or more than once. But yeah, so I really do feel excited about that, and I really want to show that process. So I am gonna do that. But please comment what else you would like for me to talk about, especially in this phase, in this, you know, stage of pregnancy and everything, if you have any like questions or anything. But yeah, like I said, like I feel like this time around has been so different, not only because of like my symptoms have been different, but also just like I said, the things that I'm excited about are different, and I very like it's still, it feels hard for me to like have that like, how do I say it? That connection of like, oh, like I'm pregnant, like really feeling it, like really feeling like you're pregnant. Like I feel like it's been a little bit harder this time around because I'm so busy with my daughter, and I'm so busy doing things in the house and everything. Don't get me wrong though, this baby has made itself known, okay? The symptoms are crazy and I am exhausted, like literally could fall asleep any moment of any of the day. Like literally I'm so exhausted all the time right now. But I just keep trying. Honestly, I had a really, really hard week this week. We got sick. My daughter's been sick. I was feeling horrible. I got sick too. We got the flu or a cold, I guess. But yeah, it was so hard with that, like a sore throat, cough, like congestion, and I get headaches. Like one of my symptoms is like headaches. So randomly, like, oh, I would get headaches. I did experience that with Catalina too, and I'm not a person who gets headaches very often, so it's very obvious to me that it is a pregnancy symptom for me that happens. And just like feeling that, like, you know, your body aching, and then just feeling nauseous, queasy, like a majority of the day right now. Like before, I feel like with my daughter, I used to get nauseous, but like it used to come in waves, and I've never actually like puked, because I'm terrified of throwing up, so I literally do whatever I can to like avoid it. But this time around, it's so different because I really do feel queasy like all day long, and it doesn't really go away. It's just like that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach when you just feel like it's not like settling, like it just feels not good. Yeah, what else? I think that's all. And then yeah, so it's definitely been different, and I feel like already, and I feel like, you know, there's like things that I want to go into and I want to say, but I can't yet because it's like stuff that I don't yet just want to be questioned about. So yeah, but I'm just really excited. You know, also like baby names, like I haven't even stopped to think about like a girl name, because honestly picking our daughter's name like was so hard already. It was such a hard like thing for us. Like we literally struggled so much. And then for a boy, like we already had like a boy and a girl name ready by the time that like we were gonna have our daughter. So we're still set on the boy name pretty much. And so it's like just a kind of a matter of like looking to see what other girl name we really like. So that's that's fun, but like we've already kind of been there and like we've really narrowed it down the last time around. So it's like it's just different things, you know, it's just things that are different, and I feel like I've never heard anyone talk about that. And I mean, I just feel like it's just gonna be like get harder from here, but I've been trying so hard to just keep praying and just trying to let God like guide me through it and just carry me through it, because honestly it's been like really heavy, really hard on me right now. Like even to get chores done and stuff, it's been tiring. And if you have a toddler, you just know how much, you know, how much goes into it. If you have kids in general, honestly, any age. So yeah, but let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions, any input, any advice. I will gladly take any advice. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get started on recording those videos of just showing the, you know, like I said, the process in real time of preparing myself, my body, and everything for VBAC. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.